Good evening, basketball fans. Welcome live here on the WHS Network here on YouTube.com. From beautiful Raider Gymnasium here in Selma, Indiana, we have Raider basketball coming your way here this evening as we welcome in the visiting team, the Delta Eagles, as they take on your Wapahani Raiders here in tonight's junior varsity matchup. Again, here as always, I'm your play-by-play man, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Again, Friday, we hope all of you had a fantastic week. I know it's been another busy week here for us on the broadcast. Again, we had Lady Raider basketball coming your way through, we had Monday at Cowan. Tuesday night was back here against LaPel, and then had Wednesday night off. But had our Raider Sports Report. If you haven't checked that out yet, make sure to do so. Very important announcement on there and information. So make sure and check that out. And then Thursday night back at it again at Shenandoah with Lady Raider basketball to wrap up the regular season. So again, this will be a shortened version of our Raiders Live pregame show, again presented by East Jackson Auto Sales. Now again, this boys basketball team had a little bit of a pretty good week last week. Now you only had two games. We was at Randolph Southern last Friday night. Then last Saturday we traveled on to Newcastle to take on the Trojans. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with a win there in that one, but got a win there at Randolph Southern in what was only a two-quarter game. Played the first half, and that was it. So this university team eager to get back at it. Nice to be out here on their home floor again. It's been a little while since they've last played out here, probably since, I would probably say since actually the county tournament. They had a little tournament that they hold out here every year, a junior varsity tournament. So that was probably the last time they played here at home since we've been on the road here for nearly a couple weeks. So nice to get back at it here. We've got a couple of young men back here tonight. One of those is Caleb Standish. He'll be back out here, not in the starting lineup here tonight, but should get some playing time. So it's nice to have him back. And again, you put him into all the other really nice pieces to this team that we have. Should be a great matchup here tonight. Hopefully, Wapahani can come away with a victory. But it should be a great night of basketball, Indiana high school basketball at its finest, right here tonight from Raider Gymnasium. So, folks, we'll go ahead and step aside here for a quick break. Again, this has been our Raiders Live pregame show presented by East Jackson Auto Sales, a proud sponsor of the WHS Network. We'll be back here with tonight's starting lineup and the tip-off, again, between the Delta Eagles and your Wapahani Raiders here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. Alrighty, folks, we'll take a look here at tonight's starting lineups. First and foremost, non-starters for the Delta Eagles. Number 1, Abraham Stitt. Number 4, Johnny Maynard. Number 5, Nick Crabtree. Number 13, Jaden Fernie. Number 21, Mason Neal. Number 40, King James. Number 50, Caden Bond. Now for the starters, starting at guard, number 3, Mason Lynn. At the other guard position, number 10, Markel Bond. At guard, number 20, Damari Hood. At 1-4, number 32, Dylan Maynard. And at the other 4, number 33, Caleb Jones. Again, Delta is coached by Chris Van Pelt. So again, that's the Delta Eagles here this evening. Now we'll take a look here at the non-starters for your Wapahani Raiders. So the non-starters look like this. Number 2, Caleb Standish. Number 4, Landon Ravenstein. Also number 32, Joe Foster. Number 34, Tyler Elliott. And number 40, Dylan Altick. Now for your Raider starters, again presented by Next Home Elite Real Estate. Starting at the guard position, we have a 5'11" sophomore, number 12, Peyton Baker. At 1'4" to 6'3" sophomore, number 14, Nathan Nelson. At guard, a 5'8" junior, number 20, Drayden Gates. At guard, a 6'2" freshman, number 22, Nick Cook. And at guard, a 5'11" sophomore, number 24, Derek Cheatham. Again, your Raiders are coached by Chris Willis, assisted by Jeff Andrews and Andy Zitgraff, as well as Bennett Somerset. So again, before we get tonight's game underway, again, we'll have our varsity matchup coming up here later on, again, right here on the WHS Network. And then tomorrow night, we'll be traveling to Tri-High School, take on the Titans in a makeup game from earlier on in the season. Again, that JV start time will be at 6 o'clock as of right now. We'll wait and see if that changes going into tomorrow. Then we have some weather coming in. Gotta love Indiana, but we'll get tonight's game officially underway, and Wapahani here with the opening possession of the evening here from Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana. Again, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy alongside here with me. And Cook looking to get the scoring started there. Again, was fouled on the play. And this will be on number 10, Markel Bond. That will be his first, team's first. Cook to inbound along the baseline. Nelson now on the Gates. Swung up top. Baker was looking for Nelson, but deflected up in the air, and a takeaway there by the Eagles. First turnover of the night here for Wapahani. And Bond will lose the basketball, and that will also land out of bounds. Now the first turnover of the night here for Delta, as the Raiders and the Eagles turn it over here in their opening possessions of the night. Cook here on the right side. Nelson coming off the screen, double team. There was Cook, and number 32, that is Dylan Maynard for 2, and that will get the Eagles on the board here for the first time this evening. Baker up top to Nelson. He'll swing it on over here to Gates. And looking to attack the rim right there, but you had Caleb Jones over there in help side defense. A solid job, and the Raiders have turned it over all 3 times to open up the ball game here this evening. Not quite the start, I'm sure, that the Raiders were hoping for. Nice denial there from Cheatham. Back up top, Jones takes it, finds number 20. That is Damari Hood. Hood into the paint, will not get it to go, as Nelson able to, that actually might have been a takeaway there. Nelson swung on to Cook. No good for 3, but Cheatham will track down the rebound. Back up top, now Nelson pulls the trigger, no good. As that was number 3, Mason Lynn here of Delta, corralling the rebound and unable to get that one to go coast to coast. As that one will be out of bounds on Wapahani. As number 2, Caleb Standish will now sub in, seeing his first action in a little while. Again, coming back from a concussion. Actually happened probably pretty close to a month ago, and then he came back and pretty much in that same game, the very first game back, ended up getting another concussion. So glad to see him back healthy, reared and ready to go again, and hopefully he can stay that way. Gates on over here. Cheatham there with a shot fake. Now on to Standish. The 3 is going to be up and a little too strong. Rebounded there by number 10, Markel Bond. Looking to drive down the paint. Now finds Hood for 2. No good. Unable to get the runner to go. There's Gates. Pushing the ball up floor quickly. Hands it off to Nelson on the inside and will be fouled on the way up. As a foul will be on number 3, Mason Lynn, his first, team's second. And so now Nelson will head to the line for 2 of them. And so the first one will be up and good, and that will get the Raiders on the board here for the first time this evening. Number 4, Johnny Maynard will now sub in for Delta. And the second one up and good as well. So now tied here at 2 after the made free throws by Nathan Nelson. Jones there with a handoff. And nearly lost the handle on that one. Hood back over here to Maynard, and that's going to be a turnover by Delta, now their second of the evening. Baker here on the left side. Up top now with a handoff here to Gates. Drives to the right side of the paint and will get the floater up and good. Contact and all. Nicely done there by Drayden Gates, attacking the rim. And so a 4-2 Wapahani lead. Lynn now over here to Jones. He'll take the three from the top of the key. No good. Rebounded by Dylan Maynard. Baker corralling the rebound, and the Raiders looking to push it here. Again, we'll 3-on-3 outside. Baker is up, and it's good. Baker there with a rainmaker. First points of the night there for Peyton, and Wapahani now with a 7-2 lead. After a rough start to begin the ball game, opening 3 possessions of the night with a turnover. Starting to get together here on offense. Defense here as well, and we're going to have a blocking foul. Looks to be on Cheatham potentially. No, rather it's going to be on number 20. That is Drayden Gates, so that will be his first, team's first. So inbound play here for Lynn. Kicked into the corner, now back up top. Lynn here, now will find Bond, gets to the elbow. Back out to Lynn again, and now the Eagles, again, working the ball around here, trying to settle for some good shot, but the Raiders defensively been very active so far. Lynn for 3 in the corner, a little too strong, rebounded by Baker. Up top here now, Baker will find Nelson. Again, the Raiders continuing to be patient here. Settle for some good shots now. Again, after a brief rough start. As I've already mentioned here, really gotten ourselves together. As we'll see Nick Cook now in the ball game, seeing his return to the floor here for Peyton Baker. Also, number 20, Damari Hood, will sub back in here for number 3, Mason Lynn. So another deflected pass out of bounds. Possession will stay right here with Wapahani. Again, 1:47 in the first. And finally able to get it there to Gates. Again, guarded heavily there by Markel Bond. Nelson setting up here for the screen. Decides to go elsewhere. Swung on here, Standish. Nothing available, so now Cheatham Give away here to Gates again, and looking to attack the left side of the rim. Kicks it out here. Nelson swung on, and a little confusion there as the Raiders will turn it over now. That's the fourth one here in the first quarter. Get here with 1:15 to play in the first. Again, Delta started out tonight with a 2-0 lead. But it's been kind of rough sledding since then, as they will be called with a traveling violation. And a loose ball will end up being a jump ball. Possession will favor the Eagles. And so back-to-back turnovers here for Wapahani, as we'll see Jones return to the floor here for the Eagles, as well as number 5, Nick Crabtree. Also now in for Wapahani, number 12, Peyton Baker. So under a minute remaining here in the first. Again, Wapahani 7, Delta 2. Damari Hood finds that number 23, which is not on our roster sheet. Takeaway there. Fifth turnover now for the Eagles. And the Raiders now will just slow it down here a little bit, hold for the last shot of the quarter. .15 seconds to play. Gates is looking to swing it over there to Baker. Instead, Cook up top. And we'll have a, looks like a reach-in foul here on the Eagles. And so this foul will be on number 23. So Samuels there with the foul. Inbounded there to Nelson. Again, facing some pressure there, unable to get it to go. So we'll see what the Raiders can cook up here with 1 second to play. We have Gates to inbound along the baseline. And a foul here. And so the foul will be on Samuels. That's going to be now his second. Team's fifth. And so Nelson knocks home the first one. Second free throw attempt will be up and good as well. So he knocked all 4 of his free throws down here in the first quarter, as Wapahani leads at 9-2 here at the end of one from Raider Gymnasium. We'll step aside here for a quick break, and we'll be back here with your second quarter of action here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All righty, welcome back here, basketball fans. Again, a 9-2 Wapahani lead. Folks, we'll take a quick break here. We're having a couple little issues here real quick. We'll be back right after this. All right, folks, so again, back out of the timeout. Again, the timeout taken there by Wapahani. And apologize, I was trying to get a few things figured out here, but then we was also trying to help get the radio station set up here this evening as well. And so got them all, I think, lined up now. But nonetheless, here again, 9-2 Wapahani. And he had those made free throws there at the end of the first there by Nelson. It's essentially now been a 9-0 run here from Wapahani. Again, Delta start out with a 2-0 run to begin the ball game here tonight, and ever since it's been all Wapahani. Baker off balance shot, no good. And so we'll have a reach-in foul here on Wapahani's number 12, Peyton Baker. That's going to be his first, team's second. So Standish now back into the ball game here for Wapahani. Then we have Standish, Baker, Cheatham, Nelson, and Gates on the floor. The three will be up and no good. Rebounded by Jones. And kick back out. Here's the Eagles begin again. Jones there at the free throw line. Out here to James. Now Lynn in charge of the basketball. Hood, no good. Nelson with the rebound, but lost it out of bounds. And they're saying it's out of bounds off of Wapahani. Again, got to make sure you're strong with the basketball. You rebound it. And you got to nearly have the jaws of life to be able to get out of your hands after that. Lynn down low to James. Again, facing some heavy pressure now. Another reach-in foul. And this looks to be here on Peyton Baker again. And indeed it will be. So Baker will now pick up his second, team's third of the half. So back in will come Nick Cook for Peyton Baker. Probably won't be seeing him at least. I would assume the rest of the second quarter here, maybe towards the latter part of the second here, maybe within like a minute or two left, but I don't know if they really want to take the risk or not. And a basket up and good. So 9-4. Obviously not much offense going on so far this evening. Hopefully that can change, especially here from Wapahani's standpoint. But Delta hanging right in there. And after just a rough start really here offensively, they turned the basketball over now 5 times. Wapahani here with 4. As a foul will be here on number 1, which is Abram Stitt. So his first, team's 6th. Gates over the inbound to Cook, back over here to Drayden. As the Raiders spread the floor. Hand off here to Cook. Now to Standish. Then you got Nelson here in the corner. Cheatham here in the other corner. You got your 3 guards here at the top. Really nothing there. Gates takes it to the middle, finds, again, that was originally Nelson there in the corner. Now swung on. Standish here with the shot fake. And that will be an over and back violation. 6th turnover now for Wapahani. In the corner, that is a 3, and it's up and no good there for Maynard. Battle for the basketball yet again. Bailing them out, not blocking out. No good that time on the 3. Nelson corralling the rebound. That was a good job there by Nelson down low. And that shot will be blocked away. Nelson inside, lost that one out of bounds, and the woes continue really for both teams on the offensive end. It's been truly a challenge so far here this evening. So Stitt across half court finds Hood. Now over to Stitt, left wing now into Jones. Post feed, turn around, and will get the bank to go. So Jones there for 2. That's his first points on the night. And so now just under 2.5 remaining. Turnover number 8 now for Wapahani. In the corner, that is a walk there by Dylan Maynard. 6th turnover now in the first half here for the Eagles. Again, with just a hair over 2 minutes remaining. Again, it's Wapahani 9, Delta 6. Yeah, I guess you would expect this if it was in the first quarter, but being majority of the way through the first 2 quarters, obviously you can kind of tell here, just been a very defensive game, not so much offense so far. Swung on over, Cheatham with the 3, it is up and off to the right, no good. Nelson with the offensive rebound. My goodness, tons of contact on the inside and nothing called. As the Eagles will head back the other direction. Stitt guarded here by Standish, screen set. Good help side there from Cook just a moment ago. Post feed down low. James back out to Stitt again as the Eagles reset the offense. And so the foul here on Nick Cook. That's going to be his first, team's 4th. And again, James at the line here for 2 of them. As the first one be up and good. Damari Hood will return to the floor here for the Eagles. Again, Wapahani has yet to score here in the second quarter. Delta with only 5. Off the mark there and saved as Wapahani looks to get on the board here in the second. There's an open Nick Cook. The 3 is up. No good. A little too long as we'll have a battle for the basketball. The Raiders come away with it. Now Cheatham for 2. No good. Nelson with the rebound. Can't get the putback to go. And for some oddly known reason, there's just must be a lid on that rim here tonight in the second quarter. So Gates will inbound. And a traveling violation now. 9th turnover here in the first half for Wapahani. Good now with 43 seconds remaining. Up top now, swung on. Stitt will find Hood. The three is going to be up and good. And so just like that, the Eagles have taken the lead. It's their first lead after being up 2-0. Up top to Cook. Into the corner, Cheatham back over to Cook. The three is going to be up and good. Nick Cook strikes from downtown. And that's going to be the end of the first half. So we have your halftime score again. It's Wapahani 12, Delta 10. As we will step aside here for a break. Again, we'll be back here with our halftime report. Recapping the first half. Obviously not a ton going on in the way of offense, but definitely been a very defensive game. And again, we'll talk a little bit about that. We'll give you some halftime stats. And also we'll be talking about tomorrow night's broadcast here on the WHS Network from Tri-High School. So all that and more coming your way here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Hi, I'm Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home Elite Real Estate's primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, I provide consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a marketing plan that provides superior service to all of my clients without compromise. For any and all of your real estate needs, contact me, Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546.
All right, folks, welcome back here to the WHS Network here on YouTube.com with our Jones Auto Body game break at the half. Again, it's Wapahani 12, Delta 10. And what has been a struggle offensively really for both teams here tonight. The defense has definitely shined through. We've had some great shot opportunities, no question about that. Just shots haven't fallen for us so far, but right there towards the end, it was big for Cook to knock down that three right there in the closing seconds, because those were the only points that Wapahani scored there in the third quarter, or there in the second quarter rather. But when you look at even what Delta was able to do, not much in the way of offense for them either. When you look at both teams have a combined 22 first half points. That is not good offensively, obviously. So we'll see what the Raiders come out here and do in the second half, what kind of changes that they'll make. And again, it hasn't necessarily been from a strategic standpoint that they need to do some things differently. Now, obviously, you'd like to see us take better care of the basketball, but we've had some shots there. Just shots aren't falling for us. And so we've got to come up with something different, find ways to attack the rim a little bit more, and hopefully can get some guys in foul trouble, because Delta on the defensive end has been quite difficult to score on. I mean, you know, they've defended the ball well, but their rebounding has been really good. And we've had some battles on the inside. I think, you know, that our guys have definitely gotten there and battled and did, you know, have done what we could. But overall, just a kind of just a sour first half offensively here for both teams has really been the biggest story. Now the Raiders were led here in the first half by Nathan Nelson, had a team-high 4 points, followed by Peyton Baker and Nick Cook with 3 points each, and Drayden Gates with 2 points, again for the grand total of 12 first-half points. Now again, just wanted to reiterate, we will be on the broadcast tomorrow night at Tri-High School. Again, that was a makeup game back from the first part of the regular season, in which I think that was actually supposed to be our second game of the year. But as of right now, we'll still have a JV game starting at 6 o'clock with the varsity game to follow. Now, we're supposed to get some snow and all kinds of nice wintry weather tomorrow. Obviously, it's not very nice. But we're supposed to get some of that starting tomorrow evening sometime and last all the way through the rest of Saturday night, all the way through the day on Sunday. And so I'm not sure if they will try to move tomorrow night's game up any. Again, whenever we find out that information, we will try and relay that to all of you fine folks out there by our social media sites. If you haven't followed us on any of our social media yet, make sure to do so. We're on Twitter at WHS Network, and then on Facebook as well. There's, you can see on your bottom of the screen, Facebook is WHS Network. So make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and we'll have all those updates. Hopefully we'll get to play, and if we do get to play, hopefully we'll get to play at the regular time. But if not, then we will make sure and keep all of you informed. Also, make sure to check out our Raider Sports Report. I've already mentioned that once already, but I want to make sure and get that out there to all you fine folks. To make sure to check that out, we're talking about the upcoming boys and girls basketball state tournament and what we have to do in order to broadcast the games. So make sure to get on there. Has all the information. Talked about it on Wednesday night. So make sure to check out our latest episode of the Raider Sports Report, discussing all of that having to do with the boys and girls state basketball tournament. So again, it's Wapahani 12, Delta 10 here at the half. We'll step aside for a break, and we'll be back here to begin the third quarter of play again here from Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana, here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, welcome back here, folks. Again, just about to get this third quarter underway here from Raider Gymnasium. Again, we would like to thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. Again, a big thanks to Next Home Elite Real Estate. Their primary focus is to enrich lives by helping people find their next home. As one of Delaware County's premier realtors, Austin Rich provides consumer-focused branding, the newest technology, and a market plan that provides superior service to all of his clients without compromise. For all of your real estate needs, contact Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-749-4546. Also a special thanks to FC Tucker Muncie Realtors, Ted Cook and Joanne Davis. Let Ted and Joanne be the key to all of your real estate needs. Buying, selling, or investment properties, we get the job done. Call Ted Cook at 765-744-8143 and Joanne Davis at 748-1316. And also another big thanks to Kara J. Wolf, DDS PC, located at 3915 Wheeling Avenue in Muncie, Indiana. Make your appointment now to receive great care and leave with a pristine, beautiful smile. Contact them at 765-288-1560. So as we get back to basketball here on the WHS Network, again, we'll open up the third quarter with a turnover here from the Eagles. Their first here in the second half gives them now 7 on the night. It's a 12-10 lead here for Wapahani. In the corner, that is Cook wide open. The three is up and a little too strong. As Hood on the run here for the Eagles and lays that one up for 2 to tie it up here at 12. So Hood now with 5 points on the night. As Cook drives baseline, and we'll have a foul along the baseline here on, looks like possibly number 1, and it will be Abram Stitt. So Nelson there with 2 more. 6 points now on the night here for Nathan. Hood here at the top, now swung on, number 4. By number 32, Maynard. Nice defense there from Gates. Hood again facing a little pressure here from Cook as well. Now with a handoff. Back up top, number 1. And that's going to be an over and back violation. Second turnover now here in the third quarter for Delta. Gates here to the free throw line, finds Cheatham, now swung on Baker. Looking to get out of trouble, finds Nelson, now Gates. Back here on the left side, guarded by Hood. We're going to have a jump ball. Okay, so got a possession error, did favor Wapahani there. Cook for 3. Again, just another one too strong. Good look. Just unable to put it on the board. Nelson, no good there on the layup, and now it's going to be knocked out of bounds. So Gates to inbound, finds Cheatham, and now a push-off. They're saying here by number 24, Derek Cheatham. So now that's his first, team's first of the half. 3 is up, no good. Battle for the basketball. And Baker will save it, but then taken away there by Damari Hood. And so now we're going to have an illegal screen. Number 40, King James. It's going to be his first, team second of the half. So we'll see Markel Bond and Palmer Samuels now in here for Delta. Just about 4.5 remaining here in the third. Baker here on the left side. Screen set there from Nelson, rolling off of it over to Cheatham now. Gates attacking the rim and will be fouled on the way up. So Drayden will now head to the line here for 2 shots. As a foul will be on number, it's going to be on number 20, Damari Hood. That will be his first, team's third. And the first one will be up and good here, Drayden Gates. Now with 3 points on the night. And a second one up and good as well. Nicely done there by Drayden. Gives the Raiders now a 4-point lead. 4 points now on the night here for Gates. Hood here on the right side, guarded by Cook. Swung on over here, number 4. Charge of the basketball. Now Bond down low here to Samuels. And Bond will be called there with the offensive foul again, kind of dipping the shoulder right into him. So again, that will be Bond's second, team's fourth. Cook here at the top of the key. And now we'll have a foul here on Delta's number 20. Damari Hood, his second, team's fifth. And number 33, Caleb Jones, will return to the floor here for the Eagles. 3:41 here in the third. Hand off there to Gates. Will not get the runner to go. Not a bad idea, just unfortunately again, Wapahani just couldn't come away with anything. Nelson with a hard rebound on the inside. Goodness. All right. So turnover there for Wapahani. Hood, no good there for 2, rebounded by Samuels and goes back up with it, no good. And now we'll have an over-the-back foul on Jones. So that will be his first, team's sixth. Standish will return to the floor here for Wapahani. Gates swung on here to Standish. Cheatham with the screen there on the right side. Nelson on to Gates. And the Raiders trying to get something going here, continue to build on the lead. Obviously only a 4-point lead, but now we'll have a legal screen. Here on Wapahani's number 24, Cheatham, his second, team second of the half. And now Mason Lynn will sub in for Delta.
Thanks for taking care of Braxton. You can't even see it on your mouth.
Bond now finds Lynn. Back over to Bond here, back screen there by Jones. Up top now. There's Lynn, thought about it, down low to Samuels, and we'll have a reach-in foul here on number 24, Derek Cheatham. That's his third, team's third. And returning now to the Raider lineup, number 22, Nick Cook, for Derek Cheatham. Again, 2.5 to play in the third. Wapahani ahead by 4, 16-12. Hood will find Bond there on the inside. Again, using that pivot foot to his advantage. Trying to fangle his way inside, and again, fouled here on the shot. It's going to be on Wapahani's number 20, Drayden Gates. His second, team's fourth. And so the first one will be up and good for Bond. Again, he'll be at the line here for one more. The second one up and off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Nick Cook. Nice screen there from Nelson. Again, rolling off of that. Again, looking for the basketball, but Gates, again, not recognizing Nelson down low there. Again, you have Standish working the baseline. Gates right to the middle, now outside on a Cook near the right corner, driving baseline. Will have to find Baker, but now turns it over, nearly anyway. Baker back to Standish, drives it in, kicks it back out. Baker now on the Gates is, again, Delta always right there defensively and help side. Standish pops the three, no good, rebounded by Cook. Finds Baker somehow, and Baker will be fouled on the shot, so Peyton will head to the line for two shots. Fouls on Delta's number 23, Palmer Samuels. His third, team seventh. And so the Raiders now in the bonus. We're going to be shooting free throws here for a while. And the first one will be up and good here for Peyton. So 4 points down the night here for Baker. We're going to make it 5 right here. The second of 2 will be up and good as well. So a 5-point lead for Wapahani. Raiders as of right now a perfect 8 for 8 from the charity stripe. In the corner, Lynn drives baseline. Will get it blocked, and instead a foul here on Wapahani's number 12, Peyton Baker, now his third, team's fifth. And Mason Lynn now to the line for 2 of them. And so the first one rattle in and rattle right back out. So Crabtree back in for Delta, Nick Crabtree. Second free throw attempt up, and we'll get that one rattle home. And now we'll have a foul here on Caleb Jones of Delta, his second, team's eighth. So we'll have Nelson here at the line for the 1-and-1. And the first one will roll on in there. So Nelson now with 7 on the night. And looking to make it 8. Definitely does so right there. So the Raiders right now are 10 of 10 from the charity stripe here on the evening. That's a strong showing right there, especially considering that is half of your points. That is definitely one area that I'm sure head coach Chris Willis is very happy to see. I know I'm thrilled to see it, you know, because that's one area where, that can help dictate the outcome of a ball game. You've got to knock down your free throws, and that's exactly what Wapahani's done so far here tonight. Again, we was a little bit ahead there on the clock. Apologize for that. Just had a couple of little just issues here with this throughout the evening, so I apologize. Normally that's not, things run pretty smoothly here, but nonetheless, it's Wapahani 20, Delta 14 here at the end of the third quarter. We'll step aside here for a break, and we'll be back here with your fourth quarter of action here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
We know the right way to get you where you need to go. We'll be the wheels underneath you, out on the road. We're driven to give you the best service. We're driven cause we know you deserve it. Stoops, we're driven to be the best. Stoops, we're driven to be the best.
All right, welcome back here again, basketball fans. Brandon Morbilius right here with you, alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Fourth quarter coming your way here this evening from beautiful Raider Gymnasium in Selma, Indiana. Again, we do want to say thank you, and we appreciate you very much for tuning in here for tonight's junior varsity action. Again, make sure to stay with us here later on. We'll have tonight's varsity game, and what will be a great one there. Wapahani coming into the night 9-4, Delta 7-3. Great starts here to their regular season. Already about halfway through now, or a little over halfway through the regular season. Mari Hood now swung on here to Mason Lynn. And a foul on the play. It's going to be here on Wapahani. It's number 20, or pardon me, number 2. That's Caleb Standish, his first. Team 6th. And so an out of bounds play along the baseline. Hood to inbound for the Eagles. Crabtree now to Lynn. It's continuing to see heavy pressure here from Wapahani defensively. Both teams have been kind of thorning each other's sides throughout the night here on the defensive end. That's the reason why we've had such a low-scoring game. Now again, though, Wapahani's had plenty of opportunities on the offensive end. Just shots haven't fallen for us, but kudos here to your Raiders to keep getting after it and still finding ways to score, and that's the reason why you've gotten ahead here in the game. So that was 11th turnover now tonight here for Delta. Up top here to Gates. Baker looking to set the screen. Gates will come off of it now. Henderson here, or not Henderson, goodness sakes. Nelson there to Standish. And so a foul here on Delta's number 3, Mason Lynn, his second, team's 9th. And so Gates again here at the line for the 1-and-1. As the first one will fall in there, and that's now 5 points here for Drayden on the night. Second free throw attempt up and good as well. So Drayden now with 6. The Raiders currently 12 for 12 from the free throw line. Bond here in the corner, drives baseline. Great job there by Gates defensively and keeping the hands out. Sliding the feet and getting in position. Bond there to the inside and got Gates up in the air, and was able to get the basket to go. So we'll have a timeout here from Delta. Again, with 5:09 to play here in the fourth quarter. It's Wapahani 22, Delta 16. And we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during the timeout. Again, we'd like to thank some more of our sponsors here this evening. Big thanks to East Jackson Auto Sales, located at 3100 East Jackson Street in Muncie, Indiana. Owner Alan Clark and his family-ran dealership has been going strong since 1977 and is known for their honesty and quality premium vehicles that will leave you driving home with a smile on your face and a nice vehicle that you can rely on. For more information, you can check them out on Facebook and contact them at 765-284-3472. So inbounded here to Nelson with the Raiders ahead by 6, 22-16. And now a foul here on number 4. So Caden Bond there with his second, team's 10th. And so they're out. The Raiders in the double bonus here with Gates out the line for 2. And the first one will be up and good. And so the Raiders now 14 of 14 from their charity stripe. Get now more than half of their points on the evening have come from the charity stripe. Just been one of those games, again, you don't see that very often, such a low-scoring game like this, but defense has been pretty good, you could say, as Hood knocks home a 3. So he's gotten 8 now for Delta. Standish share to Baker, again, as Wapahani will draw it back out. Cook takes it in, no good. And so the Eagles begin again here on offense. Quickly down court here to Hood, now out to Bond. A deep 3 here from Caden Bond, no good. Cook with the rebound, and we're going to have a foul here on number 40, King James. That's his second. And back to the line here for Wapahani. 2 shots coming here for Nick Cook. Again, Cook only with 3 points on tonight. Again, had that big 3-pointer there at the end of the first half. As he will catch the front iron as number 23. Palmer Samuels will now sub back in here for Delta. And the second one will be good. So Cook now a 4. Raiders now 15 of 16 from the line. Swung on over here. Bond takes it to the middle. Well defended there by Gates. Again, cutting off the angle there to the basket. Again, here's the Raiders, I would imagine, will look to continue to slow things down just a little bit more. As we'll have a foul here on number 1. So Johnny Maynard is number 1. I'll tell you what, their roster they sent over here, something to be desired. So a timeout taken here by Wapahani. They now have 3 timeouts remaining. We'll step aside here for a quick message, and we'll be back here with more on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, so we're back here again out of the timeout. We have a couple free throws here for Caleb Standish. And the first one will be up and no good. Second free throw attempt here for Caleb. Will be up and in and out, no good. So tough there for Caleb that time around. Got to have another great defensive possession here. It's been great defense all night long here for Wapahani. I mean, you know, you hold a Delta team to this point to only 19 points in the game. That right there is getting it done. Of course, you could say the same thing about Delta as well. They've only held us to 25, but solid defensive effort so far here from your Raiders, as we'll have a foul here on Drayden Gates. That'll be his third, team seventh. And so now Delta in the bonus. As number 32, Dylan Maynard back in the game. Again, Bond at the line for the 1-and-1. As the first one will be up and good. Second one no good that time around, rebounded by Cook. And so again, the Raiders just got to make sure to take good care of the basketball. Then when you get to the line, knock them down. We've had success from the line all night long. So again, hopefully that will continue here. But main thing is just use clock and then hopefully hold on to the basketball and then hit your free throws when given those opportunities. Standish over here to Baker, now on the Gates, out near half court. And now we'll have a foul. This will be on Delta's number 4, Caden Bond, his third. And so back to the line here for Drayden Gates. Again, where he's had a good bulk of his points here this evening, 6 of his 8 to be exact. As the first one will be up and no good. So Raiders started out 14 for their first 14 and since then has been hitting a rough patch here. Second free throw attempt up and good that time around. So Drayden now with 9 points. Wapahani with a 26-20 lead. 2:18 to play in regulation. Post feed down low, kick to Hood for 3. It is up and no good. Gates corralling the rebound. That was a big miss there for Wapahani defensively. Getting to just get the ball back, hold on to the 6-point lead and go from here. Outside here to Peyton. Now swung on Caleb Standish over to Cook. .142 to play now. Standish hands it back off here to Gates. Again, Drayden facing a little double team here. Is Nelson back over to Drayden again. Just the Raiders keeping the ball away from the Eagles here. Taking good care of the basketball, moving the ball around. And this time we'll have a foul here on, it's going to be on number 1, Johnny Maynard. That's his 4th. And back to the line. So the first one will be up and good here for Gates. 10 points now on the night. I'll just go ahead and make it number 11 right here. With 1:15 remaining. The second free throw attempt will be up and in and out, no good. Got a couple of those here down the stretch have just been right in there, then have come right back out. In the corner, Hood for three. Getting a little too strong, rebounded by Cook. And so now with a minute left, Wapahani well on their way here, but down the stretch, again, got to make some key free throws to continue to put this game out of reach. Okay, I guess that was not a foul. That was just deflected out of bounds. So now we'll have a foul. Or no, now we'll have a jump ball. Goodness, okay. So it will be Wapahani basketball. Standish will inbound it. And so the foul there on Johnny Maynard, that's going to be his fifth. And so he gone, as we'll have Drayden Gates at the line here for two more. We'll see number 3 Mason Lynn sub in here for Delta. And so the first one up and good here for Drayden. Second free throw attempt up. Got the friendly roll to go. 12 points now on the night here for Gates. The Raiders expand this lead now to 9, as that will be another turnover here for the Eagles, and that's pretty much going to seal the deal here tonight. So we have a turnover there by Wapahani, only their second here in the second half. They have done a really good job of taking better care of the basketball here in the second half. Now gives them 11 turnovers for the game. Mason Lynn good for 3. And so that will make things a little bit more interesting now with the Raiders only ahead by 6. So the timeout here from Delta will be a 30-second timeout, their second charge timeout here of the evening. And so we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during our Jones Auto Body game break. Again, a big thanks to Jones Auto Body, owned by J.R. Fannin and located at 1901 East Memorial Drive in Muncie, Indiana. Jones Auto Body is one of Muncie's oldest and largest auto repair and paint shops, in which they've been servicing the community for over 30 years. So if you have any questions or need them to take a look at your vehicle, contact them at 765-284-2593. Again, that is Jones Auto Body, assurance of quality. 34 seconds to play. Wapahani 29, Delta 23, and that's going to be deflected out of bounds off of the Raiders. So the last 2 possessions, we've turned it over. We only have 3 turnovers overall here in the second half. So the foul here on Drayden Gates, now his 4th, team's 8th. We've got to take a couple more seconds off the clock here. 29 seconds left to play. And the first free throw attempt will be up and good. The second of 2, up and good as well. And so another timeout here from the Eagles. So Delta getting a lot of credit here, making things very interesting. It was down 29-20 with just about close to a minute or so left in the game. And so again, make sure to stay tuned in. Here we'll have our a very short Raiders Live post-game show following the conclusion of tonight's junior varsity game. And then all anticipation for the varsity game coming up live here on the WHS Network this evening. Again, Wapahani coming in at 9-4 on the season, and Delta 7-3. Again, the Raiders looking to redeem themselves after a tough loss last Saturday night at Chrysler Fieldhouse here to the hands of the Newcastle Trojans in a hard-fought battle. So looking to get back to their winning ways. Delta. Tough group of young men over there as well, so that should be a great one coming up later on this evening here from Raider Gymnasium. But getting back down to business here. 29 seconds to play. Wapahani here with a 4-point lead, 29-25. Cook inbounding there to Baker. And so a foul will be here on Delta's number 10, Markel Bond. That's his third. And back to the line here for the Raiders. Got Peyton Baker at the charity stripe here for two of them. And the first one no good. So got to get up there, take a deep breath, get locked in, and knock it down. The second one will be up and rimmed out, no good. Again, coming up there with the rebound, that was Dylan Maynard. Hood with the three, it is up, no good. Battle for the basketball. Bond will come away with it, and Gates was sitting on the floor, and somehow the ball landed right in his hands. The ultimate defensive factor right there, folks. You don't even have to be on your own 2 feet to play good defense. No good there for Hood, and now we'll have a reach-in foul. And so I've seen Nelson back at the line. The foul here on number 3, Mason Lynn, his third. And we will have a timeout here by Wapahani. And this will be their third charge timeout here of the night with 6 seconds to play. Again, we'll have Nathan Nelson here at the line coming out of the timeout, shooting 2. Again, we would like to recognize some more of our sponsors here tonight. A big thanks to Stoops Automotive Group Buick and GMC dealership, owned by Randy Stoops, located at 4055 West Clare Lane in Muncie, Indiana. Stoops has a wide variety of brand new and pre-owned vehicles of quality brand names. So if you have an interest in a vehicle or would like to know more information about one, contact Stoops at 765-288-1903 and visit their online website at stoopsauto.com. So the first one will be up and good. Second one up, in and out, no good. Hood grabs the rebound, puts it up for quickly. He'll take the three. No good that time. Tip up in the air, and the Raiders will win it here tonight. So your final score, your Wapahani Raiders defeat the Delta Eagles 30-25. Big win here tonight for Wapahani. Great defensive performance. And we'll have a recap of this one coming up here on your Raiders Live post-game show here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back here with our Raiders Live post-game show. Again, we'll make it short, sweet, and to the point. A big win here tonight for Wapahani. It was just a battle. It really was. It was a battle all evening long. Neither team could really get a whole lot going on the offensive end. It wasn't, just like one right after another. We have a lot of possessions where, shots just weren't falling for us, but luckily our free throws were overall really good. Now, towards the end of the game, kind of tailed off a little bit, but still, most of our points, over half of our points, came from the line here tonight. And so that was a big win for us, especially considering, the lack of offense, really, not only by Wapahani, but Delta as well. Just really couldn't get into the flow of their offense. And so I think, some of that has to credit Delta's defense. But then also, just lack of just not being able to knock shots down. Same with Wapahani. You love the defensive effort here from your Raiders. And it was a good win. Anytime you can hold your opponent to, you look at that, 25 points. That's getting it done. You don't see that hardly ever in any kind of basketball game where you're holding your opponent to that amount of points. So kudos there to Wapahani. Delta did the same thing, came out there, played a hard-fought game. Luckily, your Raiders were able to come up on top here this evening with a big victory. We'll break it down here. Overall scoring line, obviously not a lot here, but Drayden Gates led the way here with 12 points, followed by Nathan Nelson with 9, Peyton Baker 5 points, and Nick Cook with 4, again for a grand total of 30 points on the evening, your Wapahani Raiders. So again, they'll be back at it tomorrow night. JV start time 6 o'clock as they will be traveling to Tri-High to take on the Titans, and we'll have it right here on the WHS Network tomorrow night. So again, we appreciate you all for tuning in this evening. Again, we'll have our varsity broadcast coming up here in about 10 to 15 minutes from now. And until then, I'm Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Again, thanking all of you for watching. And we'll see you right back here in a little while on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.